Welcome to the Adam Troy Show. That would be me, Adam Troy. Yes, I am a new face on the scene. I'm sure I'll get so many likes and views, just like all these other YouTubers who come out of friggin' nowheres and have huge shows like instantaneously, like 2 weeks into it, all of a sudden they got 1,000 viewers, and then I look like the following week they got 500,000, and they talk all about crazy ass wild Trump conspiracy theories and just pontificate and salivate over how, they've got him this time. I mean, we, in general, I'm talking about the masses, you and me, we left watching TV. We left their fucking propaganda. We got out of their fucking cable, and all of a sudden they started having to post on YouTube. And then, and now all these NGOs, they realize how powerful this medium actually is and always has been, and are trying to build something like that, like Joe Rogan or any of them, or like me. And these NGOs, either they bottom or they support these maniac liberal college-educated morons that are good behind a mic. I am convinced they are not genuine. Okay, they are not real. They're not. They didn't decide to do this from their frickin' home office like I'm doing. They had somebody get behind them. They work for an NGO. They work for a foreign government. They are something other than a genuine American guy just wanting the best for all of us. So I've decided to throw my hat in the ring. Here we are at the Russian collusion situation coming back up. No one wants to hear about it, especially after Mueller did his 2-year fucking investigation. And then they give Trump 96 federal indictments. This guy was looking at 300 years in prison. They raided his freaking house. Okay, they gave him 96 federal indictments. They went through Melania's underwear drawer. They impeached him twice. And now they're going to take the gloves off, they say. Listen, they took the gloves off. And just like every other fucking Democrat situation that's happened in the past, that's why perspective is important, and that's why who you're listening to is important. They should be over, 45 years old if you want true perspective on what is going on and what's happened. My God. We gotta have to go back to Tom Daschle and filibustering in the Senate. I don't even remember what about, but it was no one had ever done the filibuster before Daschle pulled that shit out of his pocket. And that was during, I think, George W. Bush. George Bush. And ever since then, because, see, the filibuster is about decorum and etiquette. Okay? And it's just like, go to the golf course, you got etiquette. You go into the Congress, you got etiquette. You go into the Senate, you got etiquette. You go into the Oval Office, there's etiquette involved. Just like there's etiquette involved when there is an election and you lose and you're the incoming president. There's etiquette on how that transition of power takes place. And Barack Obama fucking didn't do any of that shit. All right. Barack Obama took etiquette and, Barack Obama, I would bet you, I don't know this to be true or not, but I bet he didn't play many sports, if any games that were like sanctioned or leagued where you had to shake the other person's hand at the end of the game after you lost. And I will bet you whatever you want, anything that I haven't played golf in, I don't know, 8, 9 years. I will kick Barack Obama's ass in a golf game, and I guarantee you he has no etiquette whatsoever. Doesn't even understand what that is. And that is the problem in general with our liberal friends. It's just decorum and etiquette. Like you're outside the boundaries of our cultural existence, you fucking maniacs. So now that time has passed and we can actually see the truth because our president will release the information. They wrote it. It was all their underlings' emails. You can't blame Trump for what it says. So we're going to look into that on the Adam Troy Show. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to let the cards fall where they may. I mean no harm. No biases, no racial tones, just me being myself. And I think we sit in a situation where the world is changing so fast and has changed so fast. My whole life, things have just fucking been so fast. I mean, I grew up on a TRS-80, right? If you ever know what that is, it's like the second computer ever made. I had a Tandy 1000. That was the second computer PC ever made, right? So I understand what's going on. My gamer tag, I've been on every game you have been on, all right? We've played each other. We've played, all of us. I've surfed the internet from the inception. When it was wide open and Napster was, you could go steal everybody's shit. Now, you think about that from a perspective of a worldview. Has everyone done that? If you didn't live in America, did everybody have access to all that? No, is the answer. So you take for granted that, all this information is readily available to you. The information you want to see, not necessarily all the information, right? We're all blinded now because of this, or are our eyes wide open and realize that everything that these fucking TV says to us is bullshit. 100%, dude. It's almost always 100% opposite. It's incredible. It's incredible to find it all and to see it all. I see it and find it. I literally find it on the internet and watching it like, what in the fuck? Like the JFK thing. So I started digging into that a little bit. Comes down to, it's the Texas Mafia. Well, who are they? All those oil barons over there in Texas. Yeah, all those dudes. Well, what do they own? They own stuff like the Chiefs. The Sun does anyway. And all those guys are all dead. And you know what? Their kids are all multi-billionaires. And you know what? And their kids all talk. And some of them have YouTube channels. And they think about this. If you were part of a group that conspired to kill the president of the United States, you have secrets that probably need to be kept and held. There's probably people that need to be protected or unprotected or whatever. I don't know. But if you are the leaders of these families and you start handing these assets off to your kids, you probably got to tell somebody, hey, this could come back and bite you in the ass. I'm sorry. And they did. And their kids talk about it. It's interesting. Super interesting. So, a little bit of time sheds a whole lot of light on things, just like the Russian hoax. We're going to see what's going to be up with that. These guys are definitely going to get prosecuted somehow. I pray myself, since they're cabinet members, that they don't have to try them under our judicial system. They get tried under a military court. That would be fantastic. I'm not going to cross my fingers. I totally don't think anything will happen. But I guess if it was worth it to walk through life and know that everyone that looks at you like you're Benedict Arnold or you're a big ass trading piece of shit, I guess it's fine. But people are delusional, though. I look at the way some of these maniac progressive liberals speak and what they're speaking about. They'll never give it up. They never will think any other way. And that's where we're at. We're in America, so be it. Here on the Adam Troy Show, we're going to just discuss what I think is real. One thing I'd like to say, because I am going to cover a lot of different topics. One thing I'd like to say about this quantum physics and astrophysics right now, if you're paying attention to any of that, stop paying attention to it. The James Webb Telescope is fucking amazing. Okay, it's amazing what it is doing, and to look at, to postulate what people are saying, or possibly what that thing is looking at, that's cool. But to sit and to listen to a doctor or a scientist say they know what is going on, they don't know what is going on. They don't understand the basic astrological model that develops the solar systems and the galaxies, and in the computer. It is completely wrong. All the theories, mathematical equations, quantum physics, gravity, everything that they put into this computer, it does not act right in comparison to what the universe is actually doing. Every other year it comes back. It's random. It's not random. It's chaos. Everything is perfectly placed, and it's in complete harmonious. They are all over the place, and we shouldn't listen to it, especially now with this quantum physics and these quantum computers. Again, they're thinking they're going to alternate universes, grabbing information, which has deep implications for so many things. One of them being God and religion, and these types of things. We just need to wait a little bit to figure all that out. To listen to it now, I think will tarnish, can send you down a totally wrong rabbit hole, and that hole has to do with eternal life and things like that. And this is something that you can't be wrong about. So I don't want to flip all over the place. I would like to just stay right where the truth is at. So, Barack Obama, treason. Interesting. I hope he fares as well as Trump did. I have 0 subscribers. I need 1 today is my goal. Could you please subscribe to my channel? And I promise my tech and my computer programming will get better, so we can do some overlays and talk about things. We're going to be talking about sports, culture, and politics, and our world in general, and where we stand. Or I stand. All right, y'all. Hook me up with a like, please, as I try to turn off my feed for the first time. And it's going to happen anytime soon. I'm sure that. Thanks for hanging with me, man. Have a nice day.